Blue Lock's second selection in under 10 minutes. Go. Isugi enters into this new room where the first stage of the second selection begins. We are introduced to the series' third most memorable goalkeeper, Blue Lock Man. The challenge is for every single striker to score 100 goals in 90 minutes. Isugi has to adapt to the difficulty of scoring against a hologram who is more competent than any goalie he's faced before. After the first 30 goals, the difficulty spikes up. They add some stationary defenders, then after 60 goals, the stationary defenders start not being so stationary and the balls sent to the player are much faster, and I swear legs aren't supposed to bend like that. Isugi succeeds. This is because of course he does. He heads into the next stage where he meets up with Bachelor. The next task is simple. Form a team of 3 to advance and have this team of 3 face off against another team of 3. Each time a team wins, they get to pick another player from the team that they just beat until they have 5 players. The losing team loses a teammate after every loss, and the person not picked after losing their 2-on-2 game will be eliminated entirely. Isugi and Bachelor decide to team up. Nagi appears and wants Isugi to join him and Reo, but Isugi loves his top harem boy too much, so Nagi decides he wants to be Isugi's top harem boy instead and joins him and Bachelor. Reo is left to be sad whilst Nagi couldn't really give much of a shit. The team of Isugi, Bachelor and Nagi arrive into a room with one other team, which is coincidentally the top 3 players of Blue Lock, Rin, Ayu and Tokimitsu. Ego spouts some shit in how this stage works like I already did and disappears. Isugi is a cocky piece of shit and challenges the top 3 players team. How well did this go? Well, they lost. Bachelor is chosen to be on the winning team to make them a team of 4. Isugi and Nagi go into the loser's gate and cue the sick ass intro. Judgment. Isugi decides now is a good time to cry like he isn't the main character or something. Nagi reminds him that he's the main character, so why the fuck is he crying like he will lose? Then enters the team of Baru and Naruhaya, one of Isugi's forgettable Team Z teammates, who also lost their last game. Later on it's decided that the match between Isugi and Naruhaya's team to risk it all must happen if either average Joe looks to improve. Match begins and Baru is proving his worth by scoring, Nagi proves his worth by scoring also, Naruhaya proves his worth by throwing away his chances at winning, and Isugi proves his worth by stealing his opponent's only character defining feature. Surprise surprise, the team with the main character on it didn't get eliminated, and of course they choose Baru. Later on they find the team of Kunigami, Chigiri and Reo chilling nude in this quite unnecessary bath scene, and the match is set up between the 2 teams to clash. Cut to the match and we see that Baru is once again showing his worth by being a selfish prick, and this immediately causes Isugi's team to be at a 0-2 disadvantage, with Chigiri scoring the first goal and Kunigami scoring the second. Isugi realizes that it won't help utilizing Baru at all due to his selfishness, so he instead uses his scent for goals and spatial awareness to assist Nagi to get a point for their team, and as a result of this, discovering a chemical reaction between them. Baru says he'd rather drop dead than pass, further making Isugi's job of finding a way to win this game much harder without Baru's abilities at his disposal. Thanks to an assist from Chigiri, Kunigami finds another goal, making the score 1-3. Isugi decides being a metaphorical cannibal is the only option as he sets his sights on devouring Baru's playstyle. Isugi makes it seem like he'll pass to Baru when dribbling to him, but actually uses him as bait to pass to Nagi. Nagi traps the ball and Chigiri and Reo attempt to double team him, but Nagi kept his eyes on Isugi as Kunigami was trying to maintain Baru, passing the ball back to Isugi, in which leads to another goal for their team. Reo starts with the next ball and begins his team link-up play. A pass to Chigiri, then a pass to Kunigami, but Baru intercepts and tries once again to do it all himself, and big shocker, he fails. But Isugi knew that he would fail. He positioned himself ready to poach the ball and tackled it off Baru's selfish charge. Chigiri attempts to intercept, but then Isugi makes a pass to an open Nagi, which gets another goal for their team. Chigiri then starts cooking on high heat and scores an awakened goal on his own. As Isugi and Nagi spoke to one another, the starting ball was shot to the goal by Baru from the halfway line, but Baru scuffed it. Kunigami tried to retrieve it, which led to Nagi putting pressure on him to make a pass. Reo tried to retrieve the passed ball, but Isugi read his movement, so Reo had to kick it completely away. Baru was ready to snatch up the loose ball, but Chigiri was hot on his tail. Baru will lose the ball at this rate, but Isugi then appears from the darkness, making Baru unwillingly pass the ball to him, leading to another Isugi goal. As Baru's world begins to crumble, Isugi and Nagi devise their final gambit. Reo, as always for his team, starts with the ball. A pass to Kunigami is deemed useless, so he tries to feint out Isugi to clear a pass to Chigiri. Nagi intercepts the pass path and the loose ball lands to Baru. A huge bit of internal dialogue plays out in how Baru doesn't want to be a WWE superstar, so instead he wants to be even more of a twat and chop feints every fucker in his way and scores, ending the game as a win for Isugi's team. Chigiri is selected as the player to join Isugi's team, team, which leaves Ryo and Kunigami as a team of 2. Ryo has a tsundere moment with Nagi, and Nagi calls him a little bitch boy and leaves. Now it's time for our rematch. Isagi challenges Rin once again, but this time it's a 4-on-4. Isagi goes into this with the purpose of winning back Bachara because his harem simply can't be without his cat boy. The match kicks off. Bachara starts by attempting to break through, but Isagi predicted this. Baru is instantly pressuring Bachara for a pass, in which Isagi intercepts. Isagi passes to Nagi, who then, because of Rin's positioning, makes a pass over to Chigiri to break through and score the first goal of the match. Bachara starts off with a no-look pass to Ryu. Ryu passes to Tokimitsu, and Baru tries to put the pressure on the muscle freak but fails as Tokimitsu passes to an unchecked Rin. After Rin absolutely owns everyone, he scores. Isagi once again activates his cannibal tendencies and seeks to find a way to devour Rin. Isagi attempts to push up with his off-the-ball movements but is instantly scouted out by Rin. Rin passes to Bachara, and Bachara makes this pass that is just straight up hacks to Ryu, who scores with a header. Nagi keeps his eyes on Isagi in order to assist him. Nagi later receives an adapted pass from Isagi, and Nagi executes his 2-stage fake volley. When Rin tries to intercept, the score is now 2-2. Rin then immediately claps back and makes this undetected pass to Bachara for Bachara to score, and then, after Isagi was outplayed by Rin, Baru snatches up the ball and is here to feast, scoring in the way in which Rin could never predict, by stealing the ball from his own teammates. A whole lot of interactions later, Chigiri and Baru receive a yellow card after tackling Tokimitsu for pumping too many performance-enhancing drugs into his abnormally sized biceps. A free kick is given to Rin, and of course Isagi is a dumbass and doesn't jump to try and block Rin's shot because he overthinked it. Rin scores, making it 3-4. Isagi manages to draw a cluster of players when he is in possession of the ball, passing to Chigiri down the wing. Chigiri makes a pass to Isagi, who manages to swivel his way into the near post, but of course Rin predicted that. Isagi pulls a direct back heel out of his ass and scores against Rin, outsmarting Rin for the first time with his own abilities. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that Bachara has been going through this whole backstory about his ego. Probably not important. Isagi is about to shit on his former harem partner. A direct shot lines up perfectly from a Nagi chest pass, but Rin saves it at the last moment. The loose ball lands to Bachara, who dribbles upfield. More internal dialogue on Bachara's ego. He then erases the essence of his monster in order to awaken his true self. He 1v3s Chigiri, Nagi, and Baru to then shoot, only for it to be blocked by Isagi, who predicted Bachara's attempt to go in alone. But the loose ball, randomly, mercilessly, even cruelly, landed at the feet of the victor.
Game over. The final score is 5-4. Team Red wins.
The winner once again is Rin's team. However, this time Rin alone is the one to pick who joins their team, realizing in that last play he was unable to read it. The ball landed to him by sheer luck, and that annoyed him to his very core. Isagi is chosen to be the 5th player on their team. Cut forward, and in a separate room with the 5-player team, Ego explains the concept of luck and how it played a major role in Isagi losing that match. Next up, their team will face the World 5. Now, I'm about to give this next match just as much time as the animators actually wanted to give it. So, here we go. Oh no, Team Blue Lock got demolished. This shows that there is still a very big gap between the Blue Lock players and the best of the best in football. Cut to the last place in the last episode, 7 teams of 5 are revealed to have made it through the second selection, and the biggest shock of the series, Kunigami was eliminated and replaced by another more gay character. Ego reveals the start of the 3rd selection training, as they are now under the pressure to get good, as they will face the Japan U20 team in order to decide the fate of Blue Lock, because the big corporation guys hate how much money this project is using. This brings us to the end of season 1 of Blue Lock. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.